Hello, hello, hello. How is it going? Happy Sunday. We are going to paint, paint. We're gonna paint. How are you? Hi, MSK. Hi, Soren. Hi, Tai Tai. It's Blooper. Hey. How we doing? Hello, Wild Antic. I did, Tai Tai. I watched. Chad was like, can we please watch this? Please watch this with me. I want to watch this. I had fun. It was fun. Putting on some primer. I'm gluing my eyebrows. How are we doing? How's our weekend? Hi, TikTok people. Salem de Hex. Hello. How are ya? I think it was so cute. It was cute. It was an emotional roller coaster, and I don't know if anyone else feels this way, but I thought something bad was going to happen to them the whole time. I think I've been, I don't think I watch enough Hallmark channel, and I think I've watched too much Game of Thrones. Like, I was just expecting there to be an antagonist. I was expecting somebody to get gay bashed. Like, I think I've been scarred by modern media where nothing can just be wholesome. But I thought it was nice. Hello, Velvet. That's okay. We're starting over. We're starting strong. It's a new year. How are you, Velvet? How's your weekend? Hey, Ghost Fox. I watched a television show about sports. Its vehicle is sports. It was not about sports, but it had to do with sports. I know, Tai Tai. I was shook. But it was really cute. It was wholesome overall, even though in the middle of it there was emotional roller coasters, like I said. Stranger Things pissed you off. A lot of people have been asking me if I watched Stranger Things, and I gotta say, I haven't watched it since the first season. Hi, TikTok people. Can we get to 2,000 likes, please? Tap the screen, or I will end the stream, okay? Were there any flags? There were red flags. Ghostbox, how was your home? When do you move in? You said you signed, but when do you move in? Hi, Gangster Mermaid. Gangster Mermaid, how are ya? Where is... Oh, got it right here. How was my day? It was good. It was nice. How was yours? You've been busy packing. Oh my gosh, I hate packing. But it does need to be done. I like how things went. No, I will not spoil, but I was so angry at some point. I don't need spoilers. I mean, I don't have any investment, so it could be spoiled, it could not be spoiled. I won't be watching. Ooh, you hired movers. That'll be helpful. Putting on some color corrector here. What are we playing tonight? We are going to take a look at Carnival Massacre. It's brand new. We looked at the demo of some amount of months ago. I don't know when exactly it was, but it's very, very retro, Resident Evil, Silent Hill kind of inspired, and it looks great. I love the demo, and we were hashtag provided by Bedtime Stories, who produced it. It is currently available on Steam for $5, but they gave me a code, so let's take a look. Let's make it happen. We leave Tuesday. Ooh, so soon. Quick turnaround. Hi, Moxie. Hi, Laura. We are painting. We are spackling. Y'all, I love Studio Fix. My God. She is that girl. This is NW13 Studio Fix. Faint Bow, thank you so much for, oh my gosh, 2 years. Whoa. 2 whole years. 24 months. I cannot believe it. Wows. Excited to do C-word drag? Real. Very Marisol Lords. Tuesday night. How cool. And you have 2 cats, is it? Do you have stairs? Very important to know if there's stairs. It's not bad if there are no stairs. It's no tea, but I'm curious if you have stairs. 3 cats, okay. Does the home have stairs? 2 sets of stairs. Oh my gosh. If you've been in an apartment this whole time and you didn't have stairs, they're gonna lose their minds at stairs. Oh yeah, you did send pictures. I did see them. I was blanking. Hi, Jen POV. Is that the marshmallow blender? Yes, it is, and desperately needs to be replaced. A little marshmallow. Oh, we owned our old house. Oh, wow, good for you. Okay, work. Just this is a new house. Love that. Well, the cats are gonna love it, I'm sure. The only Rain. Thank you so much for the prime. Hello, Rain. Welcome. Friday night's RV there yet was hilarious. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. It was nutty. Hi, Alyssa. Hi, DJ. Happy New Year, honey. Happy New Year, everyone. Come get your honey. You use her when you blend out your creams. Love that. I'm very particular about my sponges. They have to feel like this sponge. They have to be like cushiony. I don't like the ones that are like stiff. You know how sometimes there came a point in the beauty industry where every single brand was making their own applicator sponge. It was like after the beauty blender hype. And y'all, not all sponges are made the same. Some of them are really like, they just feel too hard on the face. It feels like they don't apply it. You know what I mean? Like a piece of dust in my hair, my God. Hi, Lipstick. Hi, Marisol Lords on TikTok. Hi, Dear Queen. Hello. They don't know I'm Marisol Lord. The Real Technique sponge, so true. Get them. Oh, not Marisol saying hate the Real Technique sponge, and then Velvet is like, love my Real Technique sponge. Well, preferences, you know, preferences. People prefer different things. Love that. We can tell who is sponsored. Oh my God. Well. Do I like Law and Order? I do like Law and Order. I love Law and Order. I would say SVU is the best one because Mariska is everything. But Law and Order, I used to go through a phase where I would just turn on a new show on Netflix and just like watch it, fall asleep to it, pay attention to it, zone out and not pay attention to it, like just have TV on. And I did that with Family Guy and The Simpsons and The Office and 30 Rock and Parks and Rec and like so many different ones. So many different ones. And SVU was too heavy. SVU, like I had to be like ready to go for it. Jack, you are self-proclaiming. That is so wild. That is scary stuff, Jack. Thank you, Marisol. Love you. Imagine thinking makeup is offensive or anything, but just makeup, bitch. Anyway, hi Minx. Minx, were you liking Resident Evil? Were you loving? Welcome home, Cryptid. Hi. Jack on TikTok said, "Leave children alone, sir." Where's the child? Where's this made-up boogeyman? Me talking to people in my screen, being accused of crazy things. Mexi, thank you so much for redeeming first. I appreciate it. I'm gonna try this thing. Must be mistaken with a church. Yeah, bring me to church. Take me to church. Okay. Y'all, I found this brush. I should have filmed it. I should have taken pictures of it. This brush, it was like, it was horrible. I found it in the back of a drawer last night, and I cleaned it, and she's back. But my God, she looked horrible. She was going through it. Missing one thing. I ran out of my other contour, and I don't know if I like this one, but we're just gonna use it. We're gonna go for it. We're gonna see how we feel. We're gonna just live our lives. Y'all, you know the brain rot is at max when people think drag queens are anything but a gender, like, if anyone thinks that a drag queen is anything but a cross-dresser, we are in the worst timeline of pure brain rot where people cannot think for themselves and they are told lies and just, you know, go for it. Just wing it. Because it is so easy to prove a drag queen is just an entertainer. If you use your brain. The ballerina cappuccinas have brain rotted everybody, I fear. Have I ever done drag king? No. Masculinity does not inspire me to do art. It inspires me when I am witnessing other people doing masculine drag or infusing masculinity into their artwork, but it does not inspire me enough to want to put more masculinity on. I'm already a prisoner of masculinity within American culture. So, you know, hope that makes sense. But I think anyone that takes gender norms and flips them on their head through their own art is really, really amazing. I love, I saw a clip of Caroline, what is her name, Levitt, defending the president over calling a journalist piggy. And she fully deflected the question. She's like, oh, well, the president is renowned for being transparent and saying what's on his mind. It's like, bitch, that's not answering the question. Why did he call a journalist piggy? She asked, what did he mean? And she fully didn't even try. Everything has gotten so stupid, T. Y'all, I found my clown white. I cleaned out my foundations drawer and it was fully pushed to the very back. Look how white that is. Oh, hi basketball 20 stream streak. Thank you so much. Hi, aren't you glad? Ooh, you used to remove powder after a couple of applications as the grease paint does come off onto it. Sure. Yeah, you have to keep your tools clean or they get messy. How do you know where to cut off the hairline? Wherever you place the wig. Wherever you place the wig is where you just stop the makeup. I mean, you could go the full mile and blend it into your hairline and stuff, but like my forehead, when my wig is on, is there, so it doesn't matter. I know it's like a little off-putting or distracting as I'm doing the makeup, but who are we kidding? I'm a drag queen, okay? I'm not going for realness, really. Ooh, that's pretty. I love the white. It is just muscle memory, but once you've worn your hair enough times, you sort of know where it'll end, more or less. And if each wig of yours has a different hairline, then you can really like get very, very particular with it. Like some people, when they wear wigs with bangs, like they don't even do their forehead or their eyebrows. So it's just, you know, personal preference. Lash Grow. Hi, Lash Grow. Am I using Clown White? That is the Makeup Forever Color White, which is their version of Clown White. They discontinued it though, but it used to be so good. This jar, obviously Clown White, like from the costume shop, will be the best deal, but this was a big thing and this lasts for like years, and this was $14 back in the day. Hi, House Rainbow. Hi, Billy. Treasy. Hi there. How are ya? Are ya a mess in the new year? Yeah, sure. That works, that's good. Y'all, I marked my powders. Isn't that fun? And we know which is which. Ultra Pink. Nick Aquaria with 23 months, almost 2 years, babes. Did Leia enjoy her Sunday? She did. Chad moved a mirror last night from a wall to somewhere else because he was moving around a bookcase that was next to it, and Leia loved going in that little corner. She was obsessed with it. That corner was hers until we had to move the mirror back, but she loved it. Got a little switcheroo, little changed setup, little changed environment. Love her. Do I have multiple wigs or style the same one? I have like 30 wigs. Probably more, actually. I've never counted. If you just look through my TikTok, like you can see tons of different styles. You have my favorites, though, I fear. Hi, Umanak. Ooh, thank you so much, Tommy and Umanak, for the gifts on TikTok. I appreciate it. 23 months. I cannot believe. Is this the Carnival Massacre game that looks like a fixed camera e.lga.to style? Was it like e.lga.to? It reminded me of Resident Evil. I'm not sure if it gave e.lga.to. That might have been something else. Ooh, look at that Clown White. That looks so like pretty and soft. Ooh. Now some translucent. Lucid. How about a drag queen named Lucent and she's trans? The translucent. Glamlight mirrors are my fave. They're so cute. I like how they just like, it just makes so much sense. Not many things give Illbleed, maybe Dead Rising kind of touched on the vibe. I'm not sure. I feel like Eternal Darkness is the closest I've felt to Illbleed, and it wasn't really in the gameplay. It was in the rollout of the like scares feature. Why am I powdering my forehead when I don't have concealer on my eyebrows? I'm a little crazy. I'm a little bit surprising. Let's see if this blends. Kim Nayan, have you played Illbleed? Love. So much. Need to replay it again this year. I don't think we played any Illbleed last year, my god. We just played so many different games. There we go, no problem. Y'all, do I have any MAC Cosmetics fans? I miss Studio Finish Concealer. I use MAC Full Coverage to cover my eyebrows because it's emollient, it's sort of slick, it's sort of wet, you can really like fill in grooves and then powder the shit out of it. But something about Studio Finish Concealer, I was talking about it with my friend Heather, and just Studio Finish was different. Studio Finish was just, it was its own thing. Did you hear they're making a new Saw game? I did see that. What did they say? Lionsgate is working on Saw and John Wick, is it? Wild stuff. I came to talk about sports. Hi, Little Monster. I saw the hockey show, can you believe? 2,000 likes. Thank you so much for almost 3,000 likes, everybody. I appreciate it so much. I haven't played it since about 2009. Oh my gosh, that's been too long. Time to get into it. Time to get into it. Do I have any recommendations for a glitter eyeliner? I used to love the Urban Decay one, but I haven't used it in forever. What I use is just put down eyeshadow or liner and then press glitter on top of it, but that's just me. I could pick up that name. I'm trans. Work. You better work. I want to play the old Saw games. Ooh, we're girling. Look at how like white my skin is up there. No big deal. We're gonna put on hair, so it's fine. Where's that ankle brush? Here it is. Hi, Mangoes. Mangoes, are you packing? I should probably try it upscaled in the end because I always play it on my actual hardware. It probably looks great when it's upscaled. Eyebrow. Official Minnesotan. I didn't realize y'all were going over going across state lines. That's even more exciting. Fancy stuff. Fancy stuff. You sold your Saturn and DC collection in 2009. That's so sad. Oh my gosh. Macon X and D2. D2 is crazy. I love D2, but it is so bizarre. Hib was playing it last year. I want Mexi to play that crap. You better work, Ghost Fox. Yes. Big Dick Tracy. That's such a good name. I want to see that Drag King. Oh, there's so many, at this point, vintage games that I want. And they're all so expensive. And I want them on my shelf. That's sad. The Saw games are like $80 each, if not more expensive. Don't even get me started on Kuon. Kuon is the most expensive PS2 game on the secondhand collector's market. Fucking hate scalpers. But I guess at this point it's not scalping, it's no matter who has it, it's secondhand at this point. Not like you can go buy PS2 games. Besides like Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts, all PS2 games are out of print. So it's like, you can't just like go buy it with the intention of reselling anymore. So sad. Think Iris you like? Thanks. It's the collection culture. Yeah, I've said it before. People have come to me when I'm playing like old games and they say like, oh my gosh, this game sells for so much, it's so sad, it's so hard. And I understand because I'm in the same boat, but I fear that, I guess, like I contribute, I guess, but like in the smallest kind of way, but like it's because of the Bakba soups and these people I love, but I'm not saying that they're bad, but it's because you've got Bakba Soup, you've got Susie Hunter, you've got the names go on, but it's the people that are so amazing and making incredible content on these old games, and it makes new fans. Every single day there is a brand new fan of old video games. It's the speedrunners, and it just makes another new person entering the collecting world and being like, ooh, I want to be like them. I want to have these old games. I want to have them on my shelf. I want to appreciate old hardware and collectibles and antiques. And I fear it just becomes more and more competitive every single day. Every single day since COVID, every single day, old media from 15 years ago, 20 years ago, it goes up $1 like every day. It makes me grateful for the things that I do have, but it makes it harder to get the gaps. Wow, dear? Wow, what? I'm not Mexi saying that Cindy Lennox is the worst character in Resident Evil and she's an ugly ass flop and no one should play as her, and if you do play as her, you're stupid and gay. Did I ever say that? I don't think I said that. Because I don't agree. Who was scared? Who else was scared? Putting Andy on blast. Andy likes Cindy. Sorry. Andy likes Cindy. I was gonna say Sandy. Andy likes Sandy. I think I want to do blue today. One of those things too, you have the old media and we rarely get to sit someone down and be like, let's play, watch this. I enjoy playing old games. I do. I do. If I use this brush, is this gonna shed on me? It might shed. Let's do it then. Hi D, thank you. Hi D. Heidi. Ooh, this is not the brush. This is not the brush for this. It needs like a denser, smaller brush. Let's do this one. Let's try it with her. Yeah, that's smaller and denser, and you can really like push it as it dries. More or less the same result, but you know. I almost have, okay, so talking about collecting and video games and video game collecting, I have every Capcom release on the Sega Dreamcast, and I have every Capcom release on the PS2, and every Capcom release on, so it's, I have Dreamcast, PS2, GameCube. All the Capcom games for those three platforms, physical media. I would like to have all of the original Xbox, as well as the original PlayStation, as well as the Sega Saturn. Sega Saturn, I think, will be the hardest, because those all go for very pretty pennies. I think Xbox would be the easiest of those, because I have most of them already. And the PlayStation, I have almost all of them. I don't have all the Mega Man games, and then I think I have all the games except for Mega Man. Maybe a few Street Fighters too. I also want to have all the horror games for those platforms, and I think I have all of them. No, I don't have all of them for any of them. Maybe the GameCube, because the GameCube doesn't have that many. PS2 is going to be the hardest because Kuon is so fucking expensive. I think that Kuon is officially in the 1000s now. I should have gotten it when I saw it for $60 secondhand at GameStop, but I was like, $60 for a used PS2 game? Little did I know. Little did I know. I fear that most millennials that like video games, I feel like we all have memories of Funko Land where like Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Genesis, these games would go for like $4. And we all just assumed that every generation would have that fate. But they don't. They don't. They don't all share that fate, I fear. Funkoland. Yeah, remember that? Remember that? I remember going to Funkoland probably in 2001, maybe 2002. But that was right before like Funkoland died, I think. I don't know exact what year, but I remember going in being like, "Do you have Dreamcast games?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, in that corner." And it was always like this. It was always the smallest amount of games with a Sonic Adventure and like some football game. And I'm like, "Don't you have Last Blade? Don't you have Marvel vs. Capcom? Don't you?" And it's like, no, bitch. People kept those. People wanted those. Nobody wants all these excess Sonic games except Joshua. Yeah. I begged my mom to take me to this place in Portland that was liquidating their Saturn games for cheap, and you got Die Hard Arcade, Alien Trilogy, and Abe's Odyssey, is it? Love. Complete inbox, that's amazing. I didn't get a Sega Saturn until, I think it was 2021, and I had been wanting one all my life. Now I've got one and I can play it whenever I want, but bitch, those games are expensive. I had to fucking pay up. You look good, girly. Thank you so much. Millennial estate sales where a bunch of bunch of us go to classic game hunt. Yeah, I mean, you can already do that. Salvation Army and like Goodwill, they get random PS2 games every once in a while, and like they don't know what they're worth. They didn't do a little Google. Hi, Tizoy. Happy New Year to you. Y'all, estate sales are so important right now because you can find old makeup. You can find old makeup every once in a while. I go on eBay and I just look under vintage matte cosmetics, and every once in a while some random things will crop up and I'll like reach out to the seller and I'll be like, "Hi, do you have any more of things like this going up soon?" And they'll be like, I got a huge box from an estate sale, so keep your eyes peeled. Wild. Wild stuff. Hi, Holly. Hi, Ryanny. Oh my goodness, how are you? I got the complete edition of the original Sims game at the thrift store for $3. Wow, Daniel. Yes, let's go. Just don't wear 20-year-old lipstick. I have 40-year-old lipstick. But I don't wear it except for experimental TikToks. I mean, anyone that's wearing collectibles, like, that's wild. Kim Kardashian wearing Marilyn Monroe's actual dress, that's crazy. Like, somebody needs to... They need to stop that from happening. This eye looks cute, I think, mostly. I just like... I don't know. Some people tease me and it's cute, but like I'm not out here wearing 40-year-old makeup. I'm out here collecting it and cherishing it as if it's an antique, which it is. Because Mac history is so beautiful and rich and sentimental to me. You know? How are you, Ryanny? Happy New Year! Everybody go follow Miss Ryanny. Stunning icon legend. Thank you, Dan. Need to make some more. Okay, that's cute, that's cute. She ruined the dress. Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, she does stuff, plenty of people do stuff just to rage bait, engage bait, like they just don't want to go unnoticed for very long. They want to stay in the headlines, they want to stay with people talking about them, whether good or bad, and just like him is a master at that, but like, girl, don't ruin fashion history for that. Do something else. And I wasn't even mad at the, like, ugly little cardigan she was wearing with it. Because I don't know, I don't know. Like, you don't always have to, like, wear the most elegant or the most feminine or the most whatever. Like, I think that fashion has nuances, but the literal ruining of the dress is abhorrent. Like, I don't know what another word for it. Lauren, I'm doing great. How are you? She ripped it more and it can't be replaced. I know. That's exactly why it's bad. And she has endless resources. She could have a million outfits made. I feel like it would be different if, like, a Marilyn Monroe impersonator, or like, you know, like there's like the vintage lifestyle girls that make TikToks and stuff. Like, that would be one thing if they were wearing the dress because they have worked their ass off to, in whatever way, to resemble Marilyn Monroe more than anyone else in the world. But Kim wearing that dress, Wild stuff. Oh my gosh, Velvet. So exciting. Always the best. I love blue. She had a replica made IDK. Why she didn't wear that the whole time, honestly. Because she's an idiot and she doesn't care about things like that. About historical preservation. She just cares about the money shot, I guess. Exactly. Exactly, General Organa. Wild stuff. Bet you in 10 years, Kim Kardashian is gonna wear Glinda's outfits, the ones that Ariana actually wore, and they're gonna be ripped up the back. Fucking crazy. Believable though, right? What has Kim K done? She wore Marilyn Monroe's actual dress like last year, the year before, and she famously ripped it fitting into it when it's like a one of a kind that can't be replaced. Like it's not like it's Marilyn Monroe's actual dress that she wore. That is a very, very concise way of saying it, Arya. Kim K wore a Marilyn Monroe's happy birthday dress to the Met Gala and damaged it irreparably. Wild. Good for her. Happy for her that she got her moment, but wild. Wild stuff. Hate that. Patty fruities. Lurking while cooking. Ooh, what are we having? Beyonce is a co-chair for the Met this year. Wow, good for her. Sometimes I think back on the Met Gala inviting James Charles and how he like said that he was there representing for the influencers or something. And I was like, as if influencers like an underrepresented group of people. I don't know. When people say that they're influencers, like in full earnest seriousness, I'm like, what is it that you do? Because like nobody is just an influencer. Influencer is like coupled with, it's like the result of you being good or notable on something. Does that make sense? Like I would file James Charles, and I don't support him. I'm not trying to talk about him to like bring attention to him or anything. He's notoriously bad. But just in this context, it's like you're either a makeup artist or a blogger or a lifestyle coach or a like the lowest common denominator phrasing would be like content creator, but like you're not just influencer. It's just so weird when people latch onto that solely. It's like bewildering to me a little. It's like so weird. But that's just me. Maybe that's just me. You played Resident Evil Revelations for the first time, Game Drain? Yes! I did it for you! And now I'm playing 2. You need to play 2-player. 2 is so much fun with a friend. You don't influence me one bit. That is so wild, Dan. I love that. I don't think a single drag queen that has been invited to or attended the Met served a jaw-dropping look. Aquaria and Violet were there that one year. I thought Violet played, did that, worked it out. Probably my favorite look of anyone that year. Because they were both invited for camp, and Aquaria just wore what she wore. I think it was designed by Jeremy Scott, maybe. But I thought Violet really did that. She goes to the Met Gala for the camp idea, and she's just serving like classic glamour, but then like if you pull out and look at the entire look, she was wearing a gigantic glove. I just thought that was so perfect. I just thought it was such a gag. It was like, you don't think subtle when you think camp, but I like when you can be unexpected. That was my favorite look of any. I thought Gaga looked beautiful, but like, it just, so many people at that Met Gala didn't really have enough of a point of view with camp. Like, camp doesn't have an exact definition, but like, you know it when you see it, and just being over the top wasn't enough to me. But to each their own. Janelle Monáe is pretty amazing. I don't remember her look. Literally, I can't think of many people's camp. But when I looked at all of them side by side, Miss Violet's was my favorite. And Aquaria's was not very good. I mean, she looked cool, but I don't know, you just want people to be in the theme and let the theme be recognizable. I always like Doja Cat. Doja Cat always looks great at the Met Gala. Do I know how to sew? I have sewn, but not very many things I like wear. Like every Every time I've sewn, it's been like an experiment or to embellish. I have sewn many things to embellish something that already exists. But I'm not very good at creating an actual garment, but I would like to be better. I would like to make gloves. I always want more and more gloves. So that's one of my goals for someday. I know that someday is nondescript. You're the glove queen. I think every queen is the glove queen. Gloves are just glamorous. Gloves are just beautiful. Gloves are just amazing. Gloves are hard. I think that gloves, like when the thumb is in the perfect place, are quite difficult, but just making like, you know, a 5-year-old's turkey drawing out of a glove, that can still suffice. It doesn't have to be like a perfect glove. But I can't even get that right, so. Working on it. Charmaine, we're gonna take a look at Carnival Massacre. It just came out. I'm so excited. We played the demo not too long ago. Journey, I think that like just a general glove can be approachable, but I think Rayani means like a nice glove, like a workable glove, a glove that is quite lovely is tough. It's like pants. It's like you're hugging a limb that has multiple parts to it. Like making a skirt, easy peasy. Making a dress, as long as it doesn't have sleeves, easier. Pants, gloves take effort and time. I would assume. Season 18 started. We had our watch along party on Friday. That was so much fun. I don't know many of the queens personally. I've met Mandy, and Briar came to our stream not too long ago. Discord I've followed for years. She's like one of those OG Instagram queens. Which surprises me because I've been following her for probably years. Like it feels like 10 years. But then I was on Reddit and they said that Discord had the lowest amount of followers before the show. She had 3,000 followers. So I'm like, how did I find this queen? How have I been following her for years? I guess she's just one of those queens that has constantly always been like, oh my gosh, when is she going to go to Drag Race? Briar from this season. Yeah, we're talking about Drag Race. She got ran out of Chicago. Ran out. She actually said that she's seen her before, but I didn't catch her say that she's been ran out. Briar's definitely a pretty one. Kenya is such an entertainer. I liked her a lot. If the day comes where a queen I know personally gets on a season, I'll start watching Drag Race like it's the Super Bowl. Yay. So true. I haven't had like an actual friend get on. The closest that I can think of off the top of my head, there's probably something else or someone else. But Crystal Method, like, I was following her for years and we would comment on each other's shit. And back when I followed her, she looked different. I don't know if she hadn't found her style. Like, it wasn't her current style. But she, back in the day, was so experimental. Like, every single look was different. And I remember thinking, like, oh my gosh, what is Crystal gonna do next? Because I never recognize her. I love drag when I can't recognize them. It's just so exciting when they are different every single time. Chameleon. And then Trashly actually filmed Silky Nutmeg Ganache. She filmed her audition tape. So she and Miss Silky go way back. Hi, Princess. Love Mikey, love Lori Bird. Love details in the makeup, y'all. Y'all, thank God Ice Spice was on, was it season 10 or season 9 of All Stars? Thank God Ice Spice has already been there, because we will not be subjected to Big Guy as a lip sync. Ooh. Could have been terrible. Could have been the darkest timeline. Pants okay. Pink Frost. Pants okay. Yeah, I would take that over the SpongeBob one. Okay. Feeling good. Feeling pretty. Feeling nice. Listery, hi. And Frost, how was your Sunday? Did you have fun with Eve? What other stuff I was up to, but Miss Eve was losing her mind at the Lady Light. Poor thing. Big guy. Yeah, that's good. Oh, I fear Miss Trixie's liners have dried up. They have dried the fuck up. Aja ate that lip sync. Was that the one where she was like purple and she did her like go-go boots like picking? Because that was incredible. I didn't watch that season. I don't know anything about it. A little bit of white under the eye for your nerves. I think I want Lady to play more Clock Tower. Everyone hates Minge now. That's my All-Stars 10 knowledge. Didn't they during the season and before the season too? Unfortunate for them. Miss RuPaul loves her, so. Doesn't matter if they like her or dislike her. Just matters what RuPaul thinks. Which makes me wonder if they'll go more for the fan. The fan, what would you say, like the fan reception, the fan vote? Because for quite a while now, it hasn't felt like the fan favorite win. Feels truly like RuPaul just chooses, but I wonder if Ginger's win could change the way it's done for a little while. Alicia Edwards is crazy. What was your favorite RuPaul Drag Race season? 7. 7 is my favorite. 7 will always be my favorite. I like Ginger Minge as someone that, like, as a viewer. I don't know her personally. I can't comment on the Working Queen's relationship with her. Besides that they hate her. But 7 has the best cast ever. Pearl, Trixie, Katya, Fame, Kennedy, Jasmine, Ginger. Like, literally, that cast gives and gives and gives and gives and gives and gives. It's just the best. The challenges are dog shit, but the queens are the best part. The challenges are always terrible. if you take a step back away from Drag Race, every challenge is pretty bad. Like, they are working on a shoestring budget. But the queens make it what it is. And 7 has the best cast ever. And it's always been my favorite. Dragula has been interesting. That's nice. Which has been your favorite so far? The queens have to spend the money to bring the real production value. Truly. It always falls back on the queen. Yeah, every gag-worthy moment of Drag Race has either been a queen performing, like lip sync or challenge performance, or it's something that they spent their own money on to bring to the runway. Drag Race has always had bad challenges. Don't at me. It's not winning awards for writing. Not in my book, at least. Season 6 was your favorite cast. How do you feel about Magnolia Crawford? Drag Race really was magical when the contestants' budgets matched the budget of the show. That was really like a magical time period. May I ask you, what are the songs? Exclamation mark music. It's Stream Beats by Harris Heller. Hi, Humble Bunny. Hello, Hebe. Hebe Buffet is in the house. I haven't double checked it, Hebe, but I did get your message. Excited. I have some things that I need to send through the mail this week, so can't wait for you to get something nice. Hebe bought a pair of mangled breasts from a friend. Exciting stuff. I realized in retrospect I should have sent you a print photo of them. But, you know, you'll get what you get. I love this blue eye makeup. Ah! Oh, thank you, Space Cadet. I was just looking at myself too. Mangled. They're very mangled. Was it the scam? No, nip breasts. Yes, 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 Ryan. The very pair. This stick. Wow, this does not want to stick to my eye. Well, I should probably re-wet it. It's sticking now, but I'm gonna regret it later if I don't re-wet it. Maybe we were just talking about Drag Race. Who is your favorite cast? My favorite cast is season 7, and it's my favorite season because the cast is important to me. I think that the banter between the queens and the way that they handle the challenge is more important than the actual challenge itself, because season 7 has the worst challenges. It's all team challenges. They should have had a team winner. They should have had 2 tie winners, because that entire season was all paired challenges. My God. Hi, Andy. Animatronic. Hi. How are you? I'm roaming legendary. What kind of challenges do you like in RuPaul's Drag Race? I like the singing ones. I like when they have to make like an infomercial, like when they made an infomercial for perfumes. I thought that was really fun. I really hate the acting ones. I like the makeover ones or the design ones. I like when the art is the focus, whether it's a performance or a choreographed number or a challenge where they write the script themselves or something like that. I really hate the acting ones. The acting ones are such crap. Always. Always, always, always. Every single time, no matter what. Please, Dawn, it's Christmas. That one at least had a point of view. Being John Waters inspired, it had like an aspect that I could appreciate. Y'all, this new duo glue is really trying me. I'm letting the fan hit me. The library mini challenge. I think that's fine. I feel like as someone that doesn't focus on comedy myself, like the comedy ones sometimes I like, and sometimes it really makes me sad because writing a haha funny joke, I'm not powerful at that. I don't feel confident in that in myself, and so I'm hyper aware when someone else is in that boat. Like the reading challenge for Tatiana, where she just gave up in season 2, it made me so sad. And that would be me. Like I'm just like, I'm defeated. I can't do this. Unless DEERE is using the brush on. What is it? Before they film, you can write jokes sooner. Yes, I would definitely do that. I would need to have a binder of jokes that I had written or collaborated with other people, and it's all been checked to make sure that it lands and that I can deliver it. Like it would just be so bad. I feel like I'm funny in like an observational kind of way, but not like telling a joke. Like I'm always very, I love puns and I love like a joke that has layers. Like I appreciate them, but I get a little deer in the headlights if I have to come up with it right then and there. Love Juju. Jujubee is perfect. Why are y'all repeating what I just said? Deer in the headlight. gosh, Courtney, thank you. RV There Yet was so much fun with Brent. It was so great. She's really funny, you guys. So true. You were solid at reacting as a performer. Thank you. I felt like I was in my element. Having a script that I can riff on is, I think I excel at that. With a little bit of material, like scripted material that I then can pull from or be inspired by, I feel like I can make that happen. At my viewing party, when Vita walked in, I said, "Come on, Dr. Seuss," on the mic right before someone in the workroom said it. Absolutely. Absolutely, as you should. You were in that workroom. You were feeling the vibes. I love it. Ashley's winch is the highlight. Ashley's winch was crazy. I don't know, like, I don't know if she had too many drinks or if she was just not, like, what? If she didn't have synergy in that moment, but, like, she really didn't understand what the winch was doing. And she wasn't communicating what was happening to her. And then she wrapped the winch around a tree to ground herself, and it flung the RV into the air. It was just, it was half magical and half cursed. Just completely cursed. What is your fashion house? What does that mean, Ren? Sorry in advance if I talk too much or I'm annoying. No, Rinryu, you're fine. You're perfect. You chat in a beautiful, kind of gorgeous way. I appreciate that struggle, Jim. He's really supportive, you guys. Leia's having her leftovers of her lunch. I hear her little tag on the bowl. It clangs as she licks. He's really cute. Minx, did you have fun with Resident Evil? I loved watching you play it. I was obsessed. I love Deer and Trash. That is so cute, Ryani. I love. Not Deer and Trash. The Trash Queen. Lost a little bit of blue over here as I was putting in my contact. I love these lashes. I need to remake them. They are fucking getting fucked up. I wear them so often. I need to just redo all my lashes, my god. Still look pretty though. They got the job done. I did once I figured out what I was doing. I feel like my instincts are usually right on what to do with the items. Yeah, the problem with Resident Evil 1 is I feel like Resident Evil 2, like, you sort of get used to the flow of the RPD, and you sort of, it's easier to remember the spade, heart, diamond, like those kinds of doors. It's a little easier. The mansion, it really, like, if you don't know what you're doing, you're really, like, lost for quite a while. Which bites queens in the Drag Race challenge, they get lost? Oh, people commonly shut off when it's not their line, but you found things to do. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's such a good point of view. When it's not their line, they shut off. They're like not present. They're not finding a way to interact. That is so spot on. You need to like constantly be present and find a way to put yourself in the scene, I guess. I think I'm very good at interjecting. I love to react. Am I streaming to TikTok too? I am, Humble Bunny. I stream to 3 different platforms. In this day and age, I fear you have to put yourself out there where you can and make the connections where you can. No one platform is going to do it for you. Back in the day, I was always working towards what I thought was not an end goal, but like a goal that I wanted to reach, which was back in the day on Twitch, there were specialized signed exclusivity contracts, and they liquidated those. They got rid of those. But back in the day, e.lga had one, and I thought that was my goal. But nowadays, you just put your stuff out there, hope for the best, and hope that you can pay your bills, I guess. Not at the moment, Kate, no. Hiplep used Raid. It's super effective. Oh my gosh, hi Spitfire. What's up? Welcome. How was your stream? What's up? How are things? What were you up to? What's happening? Hi, everybody. Hi, Queen Potato. Fire Shrieker asks, may I ask, why do we use different glue for the big fat top lash and the little baby bottom chunk? Okay, so sometimes I do use the same glue for both, but I have my big black liner, right? And so I use black liner on the top. The black liner and the black glue, they mesh well because sometimes just it's a safety guard. In case the lash doesn't glue quite right and I need to adjust it, the black blends into the big black liner. What's funny is the clear glue sometimes doesn't mesh very well on top of a big black liner. So I like the black glue. It not only stays better than the white glue, the clear glue, but it just, if the lash application is a little messy, it blends in. When it comes to the bottom lash, sometimes I'll use the black lash on the bottom, but the clear glue is much more forgiving because I'm not putting it on a black line. I'm just making them float under the eye. And sometimes if you put too much glue, if it doesn't glue right, if it slides, if it gets a little bit messy, you'll start to see the dark glue as it dries. It'll make it look like messy mascara, if that makes sense. I hope that explained in an okay way. But I generally find that the clear glue does not stay as well on the top eye. Gears of War 5 and Stardew Valley. Cute. I have never played either of those, but Stardew, I appreciate it. Lots of friends. I've seen so many people play that one, and Chad loves that one. Are you... This is going to be a little bit of a wild question. Are you gay in there? Chad loves Alex. Alex is Chad's favorite. And Chad showed me a few of the scenes. It's so cute. If you're gay and you date, you can date any of the romanceable characters, you can date them as any gender, but when you are a guy dating Alex, it's so cute. He, like when you go on a date with him, he's like, I've never felt this way about a boy before. And I'm like, oh, how cute. Do I prefer high-end makeup or drugstore? High-end. I'm a label whore when it comes to makeup, but I appreciate any makeup. Any makeup is amazing, but my favorites are MAC, Trixie Cosmetics, Those would be the top two. Natasha Denona is really fun. Melt Cosmetics is really fun. But any makeup is any makeup. I love Sebastian. I did marry Alex my first game, and he gave me salad on our first date. Oh wow, gave you a salad? Is that a euphemism? Did he toss a salad, or did he purchase you lettuce in a bowl? They're different. I said lose weight. My God. Hi, MSK. Hurry up. He ordered me a salad and got himself a steak. That's insane. That didn't show me that scene, I hear. I personally would like a salad, but I don't want it to be assumed of me, okay? What are your tattoos? I've got cat paws. This says free. And then I've got Morrigan's bat from Darkstalkers. Hi, Chris. Do y'all hear that? Do y'all hear that? That was Leia. She must have woken up from her nap. Gosh, thank you for the fan club. We're almost done with the look tonight, y'all. Ooh. She was singing so loud, my goodness. Probably just waiting for Chad to come home. The lockpicking system in Resident Evil Revelations 2 not make much sense. It seems random. I don't remember it. I've played that game multiple times, but I haven't played it a ton of times. It's not like one of my go-tos where I play it once a year or more. So I don't remember the lockpicking. Chris, can we please play Revelation? Not Revelations. Can we please play Mercenaries soon? I want to show you the Rebecca and the Chris mods. I would love to play Merc soon. Yay! Y'all, we won. I'm gonna wear Bronx. I'm gonna wear Bronx. How many hours do I usually stream? Usually like 5 or 6. Ah, it's my favorite. Oh, I just love this color. This is my go-to. This is my signature color, y'all. I'm gonna be buried in this color. Love her. I just want to add a little bit of... Ooh, is it? Here it is. It fell on the back. Okay, so this is MAC's contour palette from the Lunar New Year, and I have loved this product. This was probably my favorite product of 2025. I just feel like it's such good colors, and I like to add it to my chin. It just helps to add some depth. It helps to visually like shorten and soften my chin because I am a man. You can believe that? Allegedly. A little bit to the temples, a little bit across the forehead contour. Just so pretty. Ooh, isn't that just so pretty? Oh. Yeah. Hi.
Hello.
Guess who's home, y'all?
It's me.
Hi, Chad.
Hi. What did you do?
I put makeup on. You can believe that. Did I put on makeup prettily, everyone? Do you like blue, Chad?
I do like blue Chad. Hi, everyone.
Chad's here. We're almost done.
Me. Hi, Struggle Gym. Hi, Diddles. Hi, Crystal Butterfly Vodka.
Hi, Diddles.
Hi, Nikki. Hi, Kristen Lynn.
She's singing.
Hi, Opa.
Hi, Opa.
92 months.
92. Yeah.
6'7".
Chad, please. I don't know if the game I'm playing. I was gonna use the keyboard.
What game?
Carnival Massacre.
So anyway. Bye, everyone.
Wait, Chad.
Huh?
Wait.
Wait, come back. Bro.
I see. I'll get it later. Wait a second.
Oh, she's gonna make me hold Leia.
Ooh. Look, it's Leia, everyone. Look, it's Leia.
This is the girl.
That's the girl.
You know that song, that Taylor Swift song, That's How You Get the Girl?
How you get
It's about Leia.
And the way you get her is you scoop her up. And you smooch your little head. Oh, I didn't set my makeup. I'm gonna set my makeup. Setting my makeup, everybody. Here we go. Okay. Isn't she nice, everyone? He's not yelling for release, which is nice. He does yearn for release, though. He's long. I'm gonna go get changed, everyone. Thank you so much for being here, and we'll see you soon.
Hi, everyone.
Are you staying here?
I think I'm gonna stay for a minute.
Chad's gonna stay for a minute, everyone.
Hi. She was not mad. This little piece of hair that's hanging is like that picture of Cameron Dallas that is supposed to look like Zayn from One Direction. I'm good. My New Year was good. I'm doing good. But I'm also spending most of my waking hours making little music videos to Heated Rivalry clips. So like, you could argue that I'm not doing well at all. But that's okay. I've become one of those. But it's fine. It's fun. I rewatched all of it last night. Yeah, I'm gonna go do one right now. But I haven't decided what song I'm gonna do. Thank you, Mexi. I do have an artistic vision to share with the world. Yeah.
Using the microphones.
Oh, right. I am absolutely not a Stranger Things fan. I would almost argue that I'm like an anti-Stranger Things fan. I watched the first season and I liked it. But yeah, I would say I'm a Stranger Things hater. Buggle Jim, I need to finish ZA. I do this thing a lot in Pokemon, where like I'll get hyperfixated on something that I shouldn't be hyperfixated on, which in this case is shiny hunting a Scraggy when I don't even have the shiny charm, and then it takes the wind out of my sails in terms of completing the story. So I just need to go and try to do that. Crystal Butterfly Vodka, which ones are you talking about? Are you talking about Uranus and Neptune? Or are you talking about the, like, Crossy T one? I didn't make the background behind me. Dola and Opa, I think, made this one. I really don't remember. Opa made it. This is that pattern, but this is Deere's phone, not mine. I don't know, no shade, the story was kind of chopped. The story for Stranger Things? I think what's a bummer about Stranger Things is like the series, it was initially supposed to be just a one season series. But then it got popular, so they made it into like a multi-season. And I think that that's really clear. Like, it's very clear that the initial vision did not match what ended up being executed. Which is lame. Oh, Pokemon. I can't really comment. I'm enjoying the story so far. I mean, I'm going to say something controversial yet brave. I think, and this is not commentary towards you, Brad, at all, but this is a common critique of Pokemon. Like, if you're looking for Pokemon, a game for children, to be like a game with a super compelling and deep and riveting story, I think you just need to play a different type of game. I think that what is lame about Pokemon is they don't trust their audience enough. Like Scarlet and Violet had a really mature story given the audience, and I think it did really well. I think it was a really good story in Scarlet and Violet, and I wish that they trusted their audience more to be able to handle a story that's a little bit more mature while still being very friendly to all audiences. But I'm liking the ZA story so far, but it's very much a Pokemon story. Like, it's not much more. My tattoo says Born This Way.
You're so mature.
It's just really hard to read. It's some random font that I got off of Da Font, and I got this the day after Lady Gaga announced the album Born This Way at the VMAs in like 2009 or whatever. Very gay. It's not aged well. It's very much just like a squiggly line at this point, but that's okay. I really just want the Animal Crossing update to come out. I mean, you can rant about ZA, just know that I've only like the last thing I did was go in the sewer and find a key. Moderator is a bot. That is not my alt. What's the deal with Alex? What is that? Who's Alex? Alex from Degrassi, Paige's ex-girlfriend. Love her. I don't know. I think they're just curious. I've never watched Real Housewives. I've only seen like clips of Real Housewives on Twitter and stuff. Oh, yes, I am an Alex from Stardew Valley lover. I love Stardew Valley. Alex is probably one of my favorite bachelors. Alex and Elliot, and then Harvey are probably my three favorites. I do love Shane. I just don't like the way they handle his character development post-marriage, which makes me not like him as a bachelor. What is a caper? Like a thief? Yeah, that is one thing that I really like about Alex, is that him and George both have unique dialogue if you're a male who marries Alex, which is nice, or dates Alex. I don't know. Okay, you said caperberry, and that doesn't help. I don't know what that is. We have that, Hebe. Oh, but I'm tired of people not being able to sell their game on its own merits. I do. What? Stardew Valley, but sluts. I understand that sometimes it can be easy to help sell the vision of your game by comparing it to a popular game. But I think the problem is that, one, like, Stardew Valley is already derivative. So describing your game as a Stardew Valley like makes your game sound even more derivative. And two, it makes me not trust you as a developer or publisher because you cannot properly describe what your game is. I like Sam a lot as a character. I don't like him as a bachelor because he's very young and his behavior reflects his age. Hi, basketball. Love blue chicken. I do mods. I do Sassy Tanner, thank you. I'm having a lot of fun making them. What? Mods. I do use mods. My most recent playthrough of Stardew Valley was a perfection run with Stardew Valley Expanded. I don't typically do content-based mods in Stardew Valley, but I wanted to try Expanded because I'd heard good things. I thought it was fine. I generally use like fun quality of life mods, like ones that show villager favorites, or ones that let you like make crazy like there's like ones that let you make like linked like it's automation stuff. I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I want Haunted Chocolatier too. I think Concerned Ape, unfortunately, announced that a little bit too early, but that's okay. Thank you. I'm having a great day. But I love Stardew Valley. I put a lot of time into it. I've always loved farm sims, but like Stardew Valley is just Rune Factory. So like player games are Rune Factory like instead of a Stardew Valley like. But then no one's gonna know what that means because you are all uncultured gamers on Steam.
In this Animal Crossing inspired, sold like road
right?
light,
Yeah.
Stardew Valley like
With an Ace Attorney twist. Yeah, it's just like, oh my god. And it's always inaccurate. So many people describe their game as Animal Crossing like to describe cozy, but like that's not an Animal Crossing like Animal Crossing has very specific mechanics that make it what it is. It's not just simply being cozy. And also farm sims aren't cozy. Like if you think Stardew Valley is cozy, you have a weird definition of cozy, and I'm not going to fault you for that. But if you're marketing your game as cozy because it's a farm sim, you're crazy. And I mean that offensively. I want you all to know that at like midnight last night, I got the most fucking unhinged ass text from Jenny, and it was amazing. I loved it. I'll show you later. Oh, actually, I thought Jenny said no, and I thought she was gonna say like, no, don't show Deer, which I think is really funny. It was nice. It was unhinged, but it was nice, and I loved it. Struggle Gym, I appreciate the positive intent you have with that, but I don't think that's why they do it. But I support your outlook on the world, and I like that. But I think they explicitly do it to get people to make purchases they otherwise might not. What are you doing? What are we doing?
where is it?
What?
I want to see it.
See what?
What you just mentioned.
Oh, it's in my text from Jenny. I think Struggle, like my true real opinion is that a lot of times the developers who have confidence in how they can describe their product effectively to an audience, they do not need to use other properties to compare their game. They can use genres to describe their game. And I think that most of the time when I see game studios define their game as like a Stardew-like instead of a farm sim, are explicitly trying to capitalize on people who will buy a game because Stardew Valley is their favorite game. Whereas someone who is making a game that is inspired by the farm sim genre and is a farm sim will use farm sim, time management, like resource management, like those types of things to describe their game. Yeah. Anyway, are you ready to stream? It's my time to go. My happy hour is over. I'm gonna go sit in bed and make little gay boyfriend edits. Goodbye. I love you all. And yeah, but you're selling that to the people who are going to broadcast your show, not to the people who are going to watch your show. Okay, goodbye, Illy, EXO, Gossip Girl. Okay, mute.
Hello. Hello, hello. How are we doing? Hi, Jenny. I miss you, Jenny. How was our little break? Did we have fun with Chad? Isn't Chad such a star? Love him. The teabag deer is so cute. Or so pretty. Thank you. Love that one. That was my favorite one, probably. Okay. Hi. What's that? Oh, that's a microphone. Ooh, I love blue. I look so good. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yes. The little blue earrings. Aren't they so cute? Articulate Gaming with 46 months. Thank you so much. He gave us a passionate mini TED Talk. I caught a little bit of it. So he was talking about Pokemon and video games and how video games are categorized. I think that's fair. I do think that's fair. He was making points. He was spilling. There. Hi, Maxie. Articulate Gaming, thank you so much for 46 months. That's the best. You're amazing. Iconic, truly, I think. We had to restart the TikTok. If y'all don't mind liking, get us to 2,000 likes. Welcome back. Hi, how are you? How are things? We fought and I cried. Wow, struggle gym. That's so sad. It's so sad. Chad's mean. Are we a girl? Let me know on TikTok. Because there are people saying hello, sir, every once in a while. Hi, Evanes. Wow, Gorgina. Thank you so much for noticing. Shiny Ekans. I love Shiny Arbok. Shiny Arbok is like golden. So pretty. So pretty. So, y'all, we are going to get into a brand new game. It's called Carnival Massacre. Let me just actually add to my title. Actually, do I have a moderator that could add hashtag provided? Hashtag provided to the title on Twitch. Thank you, Maxi. I appreciate. Just throw in hashtag provided. Maybe exclamation mark game. I'll add a little command. Love this song. Okay, we're gonna edit this thing. Playing. I'm typing in my gloves. Playing. Oh my gosh, this is not how you spell. My God. Everyone pray for me. Carnival. Mascara. Oh my God. Provided by. I'm just copying the name, bitch. I'm just copying the name. Provided by Bedtime Stories, all in caps. Okay. Here. Right. Oh my God. Right. There we go. Would anyone mind testing that command on the purple app? Exclamation mark game. Oh my gosh, Argazara, thank you so much. 42 months. I appreciate it. Yes. Will you pin that for me? Would a moderator please pin that? Hashtag provided. Hashtag provide. Hi, Silas. Thank you. Thank you so much. Is everyone having a nice night tonight? Ooh. The little cat at the bottom of the screen is so cute. That's Leia. That's our Leia. That's our baby. That is our star. Oh, I just realized I'm serving all boob on TikTok. Oh my God. Is that why we're getting so many likes? We have 2,000 likes. It's for the tits. Just an underwire bra, if you will, if you could. Lots of boob today, team. So true. Okay, well, we're gonna try this game. We played a demo not too long ago, and it's very like, let's see. So on Chad's point, this game's Steam explanation, description, blurb, it says, drawing heavily from classic survival horror tropes, Carnival Massacre takes players on a haunting quest in a cursed theme park. So it doesn't say in this Resident Evil like, it says survival horror trope, which to Chad's point, it relies on genres rather than game titles, which I do find tacky sometimes. Sometimes I do find it tacky. All the blues look great. Thank you, croissants. Ooh, Dylan, thank you for 2,000 likes. Thank you, everyone liking on TikTok. Okay, so we're gonna check this game out. Love it. I'm gonna open it up. I'm gonna pause the music. Ooh, burger. Who likes burgers? Who wants a burger for dinner? I'm setting the sound. Y'all are hearing that right now, huh? Are y'all hearing? Are y'all perceiving? Oh. Settings. Controller tank. Absolutely so true. I would assume that that means it's filled, right? When it's black. No, it's still playing music. I don't know. That's fine though. I'll just leave it to default for now. Okay, so Carnival Massacre, this was provided to us by Bedtime Stories. Thank you so much, Bedtime Stories, for providing us a little code. It's available now on Steam. I think it's $4.99 for the full game experience, but I think for the first, it just released on the 29th of December, 2025. So I believe that it has a little bit of a sale price too. So let's go ahead and start up a new game. Ooh. That burger's got flies, bitch. We're sleeping. We're sleeping in our stripes. You don't hear anything on TikTok? Hold on. Hold on. The sound isn't working on TikTok. Let's just make sure that that is handled. It says that it's capturing sound. You don't hear any music? La, la, la.
I feel like I'm going insane.
Okay, since we were distracted, I'm just gonna restart it really quick. Y'all are saying that you now hear it on TikTok. Okay, I'm just gonna restart it. I'm gonna make it louder for us all really quick. Y'all are hearing that? It looks like it's an okay volume now. Can we concur? Can we agree? No, ma'am, you don't hear anything? I'm looking at my levels. It says it's playing on TikTok. It's playing. Okay, cool. Here we are, Carnival Massacre, provided by Bedtime Stories. Let's get into it. We played the demo whenever it was featured on Next Fest, and I quite liked it. So now we will experience the full game. Let's go. Which hockey team were you rooting for? I was rooting for the ones with gay guys on the team, where they kissed. What are you doing here? Open the door. Mexi, she looks like Jennifer.
Going insane.
She's going insane. Oh. She has like a little early 2000s necklace. The little plastic ones.
Disappearances have left the small county of North Prairie shaken. A teenage girl was reported
real
missing
life.
just this morning.
Teenage girl.
17-year-old
Harley
Nielsen vanished without a trace. She left all her belongings at home and disappeared earlier today. This case is especially alarming because just a few weeks ago, Harley's younger sister, Chloe Nielsen, also went missing. 11-year-old Chloe was last seen
Harley
at a
and
local
Chloe are
amusement park
missing.
called Pebbles Wonderland. According to her parents, she was lost among the crowd. A search party has been organized in the area around Pebbles Wonderland, which remains the primary focus of the investigation
Pebbles
due to
Wonderland.
Chloe's last known whereabouts. If you have any information about Chloe or Harley, please contact
So this,
local
we're playing as
authorities
Harley.
immediately.
Harley is the
Every
goth
lead
girl in the
counts in
stripes.
search.
She's not gonna comment on it. Dun, dun, dun. Yes, tank controls, let's go. Can I can I interact with anything? Can I have the burger? Give me the burger. Give me the burger. Give me the burger. Okay. Doesn't let me. The door is locked with an exclamation mark. I don't need to go to the toilet. All right. I love her little outfit, the fishnets. Ah, she's so cute. The time of the game is probably before she was kidnapped. Maybe. Maybe. The little diner on the side of the street. Love it. The cheeseburger. This place needs a desperate visit from the garbage truck. Girl, why were you in there? That's disgusting. So she won't step into the street, I guess. She refuses. Y'all, the demo started differently. We like had a nightmare and then she woke up. Pebbles! Pebbles Wonderland, now open. This sign didn't age well. I guess it's been a while. Running straight into traffic. I was trying to do it. The plaid skirt and the fishnet leggings are iconic. I agree. And she's like wearing some Doc Martens. Do you think she's a lesbian? Do you think she's a lesbian? I think it's possible. Love her. Why game blur? Do you mean why is it 8-bit low resolution? Because it's going for a PS1 aesthetic. Oh, there's a break in the railing. Let's go. No trespassing, lampshade. Okay. Yeah, Ghost Worlds. Look how pretty. Oh, wow. The music is nice. Just a little guitar. Just her and her guitar. Walking through the forest. I love Ghost World. I've never seen the movie, but I'm familiar with the comic book. Although it's been years, so I couldn't tell you. If you gave me a quiz, I'd fail it, but I remember it. And I think that's enough. You know? Thora Birch is in the movie. Little bonfire under the bridge. Very Silent Hill. Yeah, being at... If she's starting in a bathroom, Silent Hill boots. For sure. Do you think we'll find a girl emo in a little cemetery crying about her mom or whatever? Not derogatory, love Angela. But just for, you know, the vibe. Do you think that'll happen? Oh my god, are we gonna go into the sewers first thing? I don't want to go into the sewers! Leave the area. Sewer. If I'm in the sewers, I'm gonna end it all. I'm gonna throw myself off a cliff. In the game.
It's so dark in here.
So dark in here? Whispering. Thank goodness she has a flashlight, although it doesn't do that much, does it? I guess it does right in front of her. Oh my god. The sewers is where Pooh lives. I know. Winnie the Pooh, I don't want to see him. Wow, this sewer is growing ferns. Hi, Charsh. Charsh, how are you? Great, now I smell like shit, literally. Yeah, and then she took a swig of pure sewage water. If there's something I know... If there's something I've learned about Claire Redfield, it's that she loves going to the sewer and she's addicted to it. I just saw a little girl. James, what was that? Exactly. Camera. Camera. Okay, what do I do with it? I bought this camera at a pawn shop. Apparently it was found in the attic of a farmhouse. Can stun enemies with it. Girl, you what do you mean? You found it in a sewer just now. This bitch is Ginger Minch. She's just making stuff up. Literally just making shit up for no reason. Literally. Literally just making stuff up. And we all know. We can clock her. We can clock her shit. We saw you pick it up, girl. We saw where you were. Name. LB. Ooh. LB. LB, take a pic. Take a picture. Fire. Why would I fire it? I don't... Do I have ammo? Oh, okay. Okay. All right. We made it through the sewer, I guess. Oh, it's trash. Doesn't it look like it could be confetti? It looks like it could be confetti, but I think it's just trash. Quick turn. Oh? Y'all, this is so different from the... Oh my gosh! Pebbles Wonderland. This is so different from the demo. The demo, we were on the highway, and we, like, just walked out. Oh, thank you, Soren. Let me just... cancel that. Hopefully that's better. Concur, confirm. Y'all, I am so gagged. The demo, we went through, like, the tunnel, the highway tunnel, and we ended up here. But instead, we went through the sewer. Thank you, Soren. You have a cat named Pebbles? Oh, cute. This is her wonderland. It's beautiful. It really is beautiful. Y'all, she was acting like this place was closed down, but it's clearly not. Hi, Rose.
Welcome.
What the?
What the? Hi. Hello, sir. Seek answers. Save. How cute. Resupply. Oh, I can buy shit. I don't have any coins. He wants coins. Garage. Okay. Save. You need coins to save? I'm gonna puke. Okay. Well, I can't save. Oh, a coin. Oh, a shotgun. An old lever action shotgun. What is this doing here? I take it. Yes, locked and loaded. Let's go. I guess I'll save. It took 1 coin. It didn't confirm that it saved, but it took a coin. Okay. That's fine. So then I can equip the shotgun. Ah. I'm ready to go. Shotgun's lying around. Let's go. I love the music. It's cute. Can I go in here? Lost and found. Door's locked by some entity. What do you mean? Ooh. A sniper rifle. I want it. Someone wedged a rifle into the handle. Who does that? I want that. How do I take that? Those nutcrackers? Can't tell. That was what just clipped the mic. Something clipped the mic? What do you mean? So the carnival is in Texas with all the guns lying around. That makes sense. Is this a whale? Can I get a whale? Whale. Now we gonna go. So true. I found it in the pawn shop, but she really found it in the sewer, so she's schizophrenic. She might be making stuff up, I fear. She's giving photographer. Look at all the little starfish. How cute. Alice in Wonderland. This is Pebbles Wonderland, though. Look, it's a Sharky. Ooh. Mr. Pebble says, hold on. You need to be this tall. Okay, let's look at it again. This is nice. Mr. Pebble says you need to be this tall to enter this ride. I think I'm tall enough. I'm tall enough. Look at that. Fuck that tea. Oh, this horse is missing a head, I fear. This one is a nice head, though. Ooh, ammo. Want that? Oh, a handgun. I don't have a handgun. No short kings allowed. So you can be sort of short. Short, but with a limit. If you're so short, you're not allowed. Ma'am, I see someone overlooking over there. Do you see? Do you see them looking out at me? They're watching me. Picked up health spray. Absolutely. Oh my gosh, I have so much crap. Popcorn. Oh my gosh, I love popcorn. Look at her. What is she planning? I can see you up there. Please don't be too short. Don't overdo it with the shortness. Yeah, there's a limit to how much short I can handle as a supermodel of the world. So, you know, knock it off. Put a high heel on. Put a heel on. Put a wedge on. Who left this piece of pizza out? Not me. I'd be scarfing it. Okay, I'm rich. I've got, what did it say? 6 coins? 5 coins? She's standing there menacingly. She's taunting me. Is there anything behind the register? For being completely on. Y'all, I missed that. There's something over there. Everything is on, but like no one's here. What a weird. Hi, the magic word. How are you? Does that mean we have a Bam Bam Wonderland? What does that mean? Low, like the 8mm? Could be. I guess I don't have a handgun yet, so I'm gonna put this away. Store. I don't have the rifle, that's for sure. Store. Exit. The fact that it goes to like a mouse cursor, that's weird. That's fucked weird. That's fucked and that's weird and it's fucking weird. Oh my gosh, the little bit of confetti there being like really, really like, the confetti being like, it's almost like a GIF. It's got 2 frames. Funny watching them. See that red piece? They're just like, this is like DragCon 2026 with all the guns. Who's bringing the guns into the DragCon? Oh, Tyra Sanchez. Yeah. Good. Empty. The confetti's cute. Let's go in here. The door's locked. Gotta find a key card. Okay. Key card. Noted. Noted. Key card. Oh, Gia is the boom boom gun. That's true. Shotgun shells. I'm locked and loaded, honey. I'm ready. For when they ever give me an enemy. Do you think I glitched it? Are there supposed to be enemies, but like none of them are here? Pizza. Pizza. Is this a door I can go through? Oh, what is it? The love tunnel. The love tunnel. I almost said love shack. And I know that's wrong. Cute. A letter. Damn, the whole building is flooded. I can't swim, so I have to find a way to drain this stinky water. There's a soggy note floating here. Dear team, just a quick heads up. Remember to drain the water